Welcome y'all to another one-up guided tour. I'm going to puzzle 439, the 6x6 release this evening. We'll load her up, doing a quick intro and get started. First, this is not a first run. This isn't even a speed run. This is my guided tour where I explain how I think it's best to solve one-up puzzles. And it's all going to be about segmentation and stuff of that nature. So there you go. If you don't want to listen to this, go watch the speed run. I call it Mad Dash. Today's is 17 seconds. You would already be done, and you wouldn't have to listen to me at all. Instead, you get to listen to me talk before we even start this thing. So, about this puzzle. There's 1, 2, 3 unsegmented lines in each direction, so it's balanced. There's no double segmented lines. Most of the givens are in the 2s and 3s, so you might finish segments first. You might not. But it's all about where you choose to start it, I suppose. And there's lots of places to start it, honestly. I mean, you could go ahead and realize that this is a 1-2 or this is a 1-2, which makes this a 4 and this a 5 and this a 6, right? And play through that way. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's probably pretty fast if you made that choice. Likewise... Well, I don't know about likewise. The one I chose was this one, which is very similar. You get the 1 and 2 out here, so you get this 4 and this 5 and this 6, right? And then I saw that the 2s are restricted, and that made good sense to me. And then what I noticed was that in this one, the 3s are restricted. 3 has to be there. Well, then this makes this a 1, this 3, and this a 1, this a 3, and this a 1. This is going to be a 3 now, and this is going to be a 1. All this stuff is forced, 2 and 3. It's almost a chain. This is a 4-5 pair, and we know it. This is a 4-6 pair. We know it. You know, and now this is forced. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 3 and 2 got to go like that. 1, 2, 1. Left with a 4. It's all just about forced, and you get forced chains however you choose to start it. Again, I went with R4, but C4 is probably just as good. Anyway, if you had any questions, I hope this video helped. You still got questions, leave a comment. I'll try and help there. Like if you like, share, subscribe, spread the word. And there you go. Hope to see you another evening. Thanks. Bye. Welcome you all to another one-up guided tour. We're going to puzzle 440, the 7x7 release tonight. Let's do a quick intro first. This is not my first run. This isn't even a speed run. This is a guided tour where I talk through what I think is a more optimized solution for this puzzle, where I've put the solve in what I think is a pretty good and efficient order, and then removing any mistakes I might have made. I post this to you a couple ways. One's a speed run. I call it my Mad Dash. Today's is 28 seconds, or about as long as it is now. And another one is this one. So here we go. Let's just get started. We looked at segmentation mainly on this channel, and the most important thing to see here is that you have a 1 length segment and a 2 length and a 3 length and a 4 length. So there's staggered length segments, and when you have staggered length segments, you need to look for baselines. And I define a baseline as a segment that if you pigeonhole it in the correct order, it auto-completes. Like right now, if I ask you blankly, where does the 4 go in this line? You might have to think a minute, but I see the staggering. The 2's gone, so I know this has to be a 1, and now this has to be a 3, and so the 4's there, and the 5 is there, and the 7 is there, and the 6 is there, and that's how baselines work in one-up. And then, you know, I can do stuff over here. What else do I have? I need, what, 3, 4, 5? I can't place that yet, so let's go ahead and do this segment, which we can do. There's a 2, and we know that 1's going to be there, so we know this is a 1 and a 3. Might as well just get that 1 out since we're here now. So that's another whole segment we've done. And with lots of things we can do, but I don't like leaving blank spots behind me. So this is a 2-3 pair, and this is a 4-5 pair. And now let's come around. 1 and 3 are gone, and so, you know, this is a 2 and this is a 4, and that just leaves 7. And we also know this line. Turns out we also know this line. Because a 5 can only go one place, and a 6 can only one place, and now we also know this line. And would you believe we know this whole line too? We do. There's only one place for the 7, and then there's only one place for a 6, and it's a 3-4 pair that's defined. We also know all this one and this one. This is a 3-4 pair, so there's that. This is a 2 pair. You look for 2s. Which 2 can you do? You can't do that one, but you can do this one, or you can do this one. I just picked this one. And now pairs. Well, we know it's a 2 and a 4, and that's a 2 and a 1. There you go. And that's one way to solve 1-up 440. It's a pretty standard 1-up puzzle. You let the segmentation guide you. In this case, it's staggered, so you look for a baseline type thing. And sure enough, C2's right there at the beginning. And after that, the puzzle really solves pretty fast. If you had any questions, I hope this video helped you. If you still have questions, leave a comment. Like if you like, share, subscribe, spread the word. I'm only the one doing revised paths I know of. Most everyone else just does their first runs, and I just don't want to teach and unteach mistakes. I don't think that helps people to solve puzzles better. So there you go. Thanks again for watching and listening to all this. I hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you again on another night. Bye. Welcome you all to another 1-up guided tour. Look at puzzle 441, a 7x7 release this very evening. First, a quick intro. This is not my first run. It's also not my speed run. This is a guided tour where I talk about how I think it's best to solve this particular 1-up puzzle. If you'd rather see the solution without all the talking, watch my speed run. I call it my mad dash. Today's run's 29 seconds. Otherwise, stick around. Listen a bit. Alright, this is a lightly segmented puzzle. There's only 3 segmented lines in each direction. Let's look at those. We got C3, C6, C7, and R4, R5, R6. We got one double segmented line, and that would be your R4 and your C3. Those lines and their intersections tend to be useful in solving puzzles. Likewise, 1 and n-1, so in this case 1 6s, are also important in their intersection. And from there, let's just get started. There is some staggering, but so you might see some baselines. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 segments. You don't have a 5-link segment, but you do have a 6. We're going to start with C1. You get a 1 and a 2. Only one goes there, and it pulls the 1 from the 2 length. The 1, 2, and 4 are pulled from the 4 length, so it gives you a 3. And you're left with a 5, 6, 7 triple. That's enough to start. Let's move over. You know this is a 1, which does make this a 2. And while there may be more there, I'm just going to say turn, because you get the 1 and the 4. And now, going down, you know the 2. This has to be a 1, because 2 and 3 are gone. But also look and see that there's only one place for a 4. Another 5, 6, 7 triple. We'll leave that where it is. But let's talk about 4s. There's a lot of 4s in play. Like there's 1 in C1 and C2. Well, 1 doesn't fit in C3. There's 1 in C4 already. There's not 1 in C5. And there's not 1 in C7. Likewise, in rows, you got 1 in 1, 2, but not in 3. 1 doesn't go in 4, and you don't have 1 here in 5. Where do we go in 5, though? There's actually only 1 square left. And once you place that one, well, then there's only 1 square left for the next one, too. And that's all your 4s. So you've done that. Now we've done the 4s, let's go get these. 1, 2, and this has to be a 3. This is a 1, and that's our 2. And a 1 and a 2. Those are good starts. 1, 3, 6, you can't really deal with yet. Just like you can't deal with this 2, 3. Let's do the next one. And that's a 1 and a 2. That's a 1 and 2. Making this a 5, 6 pair. Well, we know that. Let's turn. What do we have? We have 2, 3, and 7. Well, the 2 can only go there. 3 can only go there. 7 can only go there. And that gives us a pair. A 5, 6 pair that resolves. Gives us a 3, 7. And that resolves. And that gives us a 1, 6. And that resolves. And 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1. Was nice. What's left here? 5 and 1. And that makes us 5 and 6. And that's 6 and 7. And there you have it. That's one way to solve 1-up 441. You get a lot of partial segments, but with all those 4s going in the puzzle, the 4s restrict pretty quickly. And you're left with little 1, 2, 3 segments that resolve pretty quickly. There you go. I said quickly quite a few times. So I hope this video helped you. If you're stuck, I hope it solved it. Let me know. If you're still stuck or if you have questions about this, leave a comment. I'll answer there. Like if you like, share, subscribe, spread the word, and we'll see you on another evening. Thanks again for watching. Bye. Welcome y'all to another one-up guided tour. Looking at puzzle 442, an 8x8 released this very evening. Load her up, do a quick intro, and we'll get started. This is not my first run, and it's not my speed run. This is my guided tour, and it's where I explain the ways I think it's best to solve one-up and how that might apply to this particular puzzle. If you want the same solution without all the talking and explanation, look for my speed run. I call it a mad dash. Today's puzzle is about 39 seconds. Other than that, just stick around and we'll talk about one-up. First off, this puzzle is half segment, half not. There's 4 unsegmented lines and 4 segmented lines in each direction. No double segmented lines. Preponderance of 2s and 4s given, so you might see a lot of 1-3 pairs to start. You're not going to see baselines right off necessarily, not full ones, because you don't see any really easy given ones, but once a 1 comes into play, you might see something. And if you had your money down on C3, that's right, I'm starting on C3. Let's pigeonhole it. First, the 2 and 3 give us one of those ones we were talking about. 1, 2, 4, and 5 in a 5 segment gives us a 3, and the 1, 2, 3 gives us this 4 in this 4 cross segment. We're left with 6, 7, and 8. We can't resolve it. Let's turn. What's the next best segment? That one. Hey, we got one. And then it's that one. Hey, we got that one. So let's turn, and we're going to do all of our 8 now. So that's our 3. That's 1 and 2 we're seeing. Now that 1 and 3 are seen, this is our 2, 3 length. Here's our 4 length. This makes this a 4. Leaves us a 5, 6, and 7. We can't do any of that. Where do we turn? We turn there, another segment. All right, now let's turn again, and we're going to do all of our 6. Here we go. 3. Yes. 4 length segment, seeds 1, 3, and 4. All right. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are gone. This is a 6 length segment. We can't have 2 8s. There is the whole thing. We can do this segment. Can't resolve this 3, 4, 5 yet. We can do this segment. Can't resolve this 2, 3 yet. And so what is the next best thing to look at? And well, if we just did this and this, we would turn. We can't do anything with this 1, 2, and 3. What do we get here? Well, it's an interesting thing, because if you look, as you come to this line, there's only one place left for a 4. And after you place that 4, 5 and 6 can't go here or here. So this is a 1, 3, making this a 5, 6 pair. Can't put a 6 there. Continue past the line, 1 and 2. We're going to turn. Which one are we turning on? Well, I like this one because it completes. There's a 3, sees 1 and 2, it's forced. Can't have another 4 there, so it goes like that. Now we can do this whole segment. Man, you know what? We can do this whole segment. What about this one? I think we can do this one. 4, 5, and 7 are left. There's a 7. 4 has to go there. 5 has to go there. Turn. It's a 6, 7 pair. Turn. It's a 7, 8 pair. Now, what's next best? Well, I don't like skipping and making holes, so I want to look at this one. And he's a 3, 5, 8. Well, there you go. There's a 3, there's an 8, there's a 5. Makes this a 3, a 2, and a 3, and a 1, and a 2. This is a 1 and a 6. You can't fit a 6 there. This is a 2, 3 pair, 1, 2 pair, 3, 1 pair, and a 5. And that's one way to solve one-up 442. When you look at segmentation and look at the givens, you sort of know how it's going to solve. And the way I solve these puzzles, I pigeonhole whole lines before I do a lot of filling in on the sides. And when I get to the end, I turn. I may not turn directly where I ended, but I tend to turn horizontal, then vertical, horizontal, then vertical, horizontal, then vertical, then horizontal. You get the idea. Anyway, if you were stuck, I hope this video helped you. If you still have questions, leave a comment. I try and comment back and answer. Like if you like, share, subscribe, spread the word. I don't post first runs. I don't really want to teach you things and unteach them, and it wastes everyone's time. I'd rather show you a revised path where I make the whole solution efficient and logically sound. So there you go. I hope this helped again. Have a great night. We'll see you hopefully another time. Thanks. Bye. Welcome y'all to another one-up guided tour Look at puzzle 443, the 8x8 release this very evening. We'll load her up, do a quick intro, and get started. This is not going to be my first run of this puzzle. It's not a speed run either. This is a guided tour where I explain how I think it's best to solve one-up puzzles in general, and this one in particular. It's not the only way, but I think it's a pretty efficient way. If you prefer to see the same solution roughly without all the talking, go see my speed run, aka the Mad Dash. Today's is 39 seconds, pretty fast for an 8x8, I think. But for now, let's just get started. Let's see, segment-wise, we have 1, 2, 3 unsegmented lines, so this is a pretty segmented puzzle. The segmented lines, the 1/7s, are going to be of interest. That's going to be, what is that, R7 and C6. And the double segment lines are also going to be of interest because those things make the puzzle go faster. Let's see, that's going to be C7 and R3. It's going to get started, and if you're guessing where I was starting today, the answer is upper C2. We get a 1, a 4, and a 3, and I think that's a lovely first segment. And let's go ahead and do this too. There's another segment. Oops, and there is yet another segment. Let's turn at the end. This is a 1-3 pair. This is a 1-3 pair, so that's a 4. Can't get much more than that. Just turn, not a lot. Let's turn and go back up though. And what do we get? Only one place left for a 2 here, which makes this a 1. And this has to be a 3 because 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 4, and 5 are gone. 7, 8 are left. Can't fit an 8 there. We've got a nice little baseline there. Let's fill in the thing we left. The 2 goes down. The 2 goes up. The 2 goes there. That's a 1. We got another segment. Let's turn. What do we get? Not a lot of, but we get a lot here. Let's just drop down and do this one. 2 and 4 removed, and that's going to be our 2. That's going to be our 4. Turn. 1, 2, and 3. Might as well grab this and continue on past the line. That's the 1 and that's the 3. We have 4 and 5 there. That's all done. Whew, not a bad start. Let's go back. I don't like holes. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and it's a 4 length. That's our 4. We're left with 5, 6. See, 2, 5, 6. Well, that's 2 and 5. That's our 6. That's our 5, and that's our 2. Yay! This is a 1-3 pair. Gives us this 1. In this, the next line up, we can place the 4, left with a 6, 7, 8 that we can't do. And, you know, it's what you want. We're making good progress south to north, so I will just do C4 next, which, of course, is a 3 there by force. 1, 2, and 4 are gone. This is a 5, and you can't fit an 8 into a 7 length, so that's our 7 and that's our 8. If we go back and we fill in these holes, well, yeah, you can't fit an 8 or a 7 there, so that's our 6. Can't have 2 8s in a row, so that's that and that. And we also know this is a 1 and this is a 3. This is finishing off pretty easily. There's a 3. 6 is all that's left there. 7 is all that's left there. 2 and 3 are gone, so that's a 1, that's a 4, and that's our 5. Well, this goes 2 and 3. This goes 1 and 2, and that leaves us 1. And there you go. That's one way to solve 1-up 443. It's a pretty segmented puzzle, so going through and solving short segment by short segment solves pretty well. As long as you keep your blank spaces ahead of you, you don't have to look back and forth. It reduces scanning error, and it keeps your solve localized as you progress through. This is the sort of puzzle I think segment based is the best to solve it actually. Anyway, if you had any questions, please leave a comment. I'll try and help. Oh, if this video helped you, let me know that too. If you want to know more about baselines, there's the guided tour for puzzle 9, the guided tour for puzzle 379. If you like the video, like it, share, subscribe, spread the word. I don't really have a lot more to say today. I hope this video helped. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again on another night. Bye. Welcome y'all to another 1-up guided tour. We're going to look at puzzle 444, the 8x8 release this very evening. We'll load her up, do a quick intro, and get started. This is not my first run, this isn't my speed run, this is a guided tour you stumbled into where I work through the puzzle and explain how I think it's the best way to solve it efficiently. If you'd rather see the same solution without me talking and explaining it, that'd be the speed run. It's close. And it runs, 44 seconds, of course, for puzzle 444. So otherwise, I guess we're going to talk about it. It's a highly segmented puzzle. There's only 3 through lines in each direction. In addition, you have a double segmented line. In this case, it's going to be C7 and where is it? Right there. R4. Those tend to be important solves or paths to the solve. Parts of it, I should say. You got a little pocket corner thing here that's going to solve fast. And if you're guessing where I was going to start today and you picked upper C4, you are right. It is upper C4. Let's get started now. There's a 1. And that has to be the 3 because 2 and 4 are seen. These 2 and 4, they go like that. Now, I want to work this line. We know this is a 1. And we know this is a 3 because 1, 2, and 4 are gone. It's a 4 length. This is a 5 length. We know it's 5. This is a 6 length. We know it's 6. 7 and 8 we can't tell apart right now, but we don't need to. Let's come back and complete this line. We didn't. We also can do this 1. Can't tell these two. It's 3, 5, 6 pair. But we get this 4. Let's continue on past the line because we get that one. And we actually get this one too. And this is a 3 length with 1 and 2 gone. This is a 4 length with 1, 2, and 3 gone. These are baselines. We did it here in R2. We're doing it here again in C8. If you want to learn about baselines, look at my guided tour for either puzzle 9 or puzzle 379. Okay, we can't tell much about the 5, 6, 7, 8 yet. So let's go back and finish this little pocket corner. The 1 and 2 go and the 3 go. Let's look at this whole line. Now that we did it, let's turn. This is a 1 or 2, and this is our 1 or 2, because 3 and 4 are gone, and 3 is gone. This is a 6 length that sees 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. That makes that a 5. This is a 6 length that could be lots of things, but in our particular case, if this is 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, this has to be the 6 because the 7 can't fit. Now we're left with the 5, 6, 8 triple, which gives us, of course, the 8 and the 7. Now I don't like skipping lines. You can't do the 5 and 6 yet. You can't do this line yet. So let's go back and fill this one in. We know this is a 3 and this is a 2. This is a 1 and this is a 3 with a 4 or 5 pair left, but it has to go like this. But this is a 5, 6 pair, so we get this. This is a 3, 6 pair, so we get this. And let's see, this has to be the 8, leaving us a 1, 5 pair to resolve later. Over here we have 2 left. Let's resolve it. 1 and 7, well, they go like that, don't they? Turn, we get the 2, the 3, and the 4. We do the next line, the 1 and the 2 and the 3. This is more baseline stuff. Easy, but don't stop there. You're tempted to turn and leave it, but finish the line always, because this can't be a 6, and this is a 6. We know this is a 1, we know this is 2 and 1, we know this is 2 and 1. Now we left a bunch of pairs left, and we're left with 5 and 6 in them. Well, let's see over here, this has to be 1 or 5. So that's our 1, and that's our 5. And now we know 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 1, and 1 and 3. And that's one way to solve 1 up 444. If you had any problems or questions, I hope this video helped you. If you still have a question, please leave a comment. I'll try and help there. Like if you like, share, subscribe, spread the word. And I hope to see you another evening. Tomorrow should be our 9x9. Thanks. Bye. Welcome you all to another one-up guided tour. Look at puzzle 445, the 9x9 release this evening. Let's do a quick intro. This is not my first run. It's not even a speed run. This is my guided tour where I explain how I think it's best to solve one-up puzzles, particularly nice large ones like this. If you'd rather see the speed run, the same solution without all this talking, it's my mad dash for this one. It runs about 55 seconds. Otherwise, let's just assume we both want to be here and let's knock this out. This is a, on the balance, it is a segmented puzzle. There's only 4 unsegmented lines in each way. There are 1s and 2s and 4s and 5s and 7s, but they're in eights, but there's no 6/3 segments, and there's still a possibility of baselines, so we'll get to that. Let's see. Oh, lots of 4s and 5s and 2s and 3s in the given, so it's likely the segments will start. And if you're guessing where I was going to start today, the answer is C9, which is actually a baseline. It's a baseline because if you fill out an order, then everything will have its home in place. Because right now, there's only one place for a 1. As soon as you do that, there's one place for a 2. Now, if you look, where does that 3 go? Well, this has to be a 3 because 1, 2, 4, and 5 are gone. Well, then this 4 length has to be a 4 because these 1 through 3. 5 length has to be a 5. We're left with an 8, 9 pair, and we can resolve those. Now let's do the next line. That's got to be the 1. We look up here, there's a 2. I know everyone wants to place that 1 there, but if you do that, you might forget the 3 and the 4. Once you're done with it all, then you go back and place the 1. And you do that whole next line. There's a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And make sure you get the 3 and the 4 before you place the 1. There's a 1. Now, before you do anything else, you get the 2 and the 3 and the 4. This needs a 1 and a 2. We know that. Looks like that. Let's move on down. We know this 1. And let's go ahead and turn, because this is a lot like a baseline 2. Now that 2 has to play. And 1, 2, and 3, and that makes this a 4. And 1, 2, 4, and 5, that's got to be our 3. This is a 5 length, and it sees 1 through 4. There's a 5. We need 7, 8, 9, and you can't have another 8, 9 here, so that's our 7. And we're up to what, 5, 6 pair? That's good to know. What about this one? It's a 1, 4 pair. We can resolve that. This one's a 1, 2 pair. We can resolve that. Let's turn. There's a 1. 1, 2, 4, and 5 makes this 5 segment and 3. Where are we left with here? 5 and 7. We can't do anything with that. But on this 3, we could have turned. And there's only one place for the 4, and there's only one place for the 1 and one place for the 2. So we get all of that. 4s look down. If you look, and that's got to be a 4. And over here, the 6 has to go there, making this a 7. Let's see. Lots of things to do, but I want to look at this one because, looky there, there's a 1 and a 2 and a 3, and we've got a whole line. Let's do the next line over. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but where does the 1 go? There it goes. And where's that 2 go? Right there. This could be a 3 because this is also the only place for a 3. This has to be the 8, and this is a 9. This is an 8, this is a 9, this is an 8. Alright, we're left with a 5, 6 pair. Which goes that 5, 6 pair? We're to this line here. Well, let's see, only one place for a 3. And then one place for a 5 makes this a 7. Let's go up this line. What are we missing? Well, over here, we're missing a 2 and a 5. And here, we're missing a 1 and a 2. Now, this pair is a 1 and a 6, making this a 7, this a 6, and this a 7. And there you have it. That is one way to solve 1 up 445. C9 is a baseline. You get the whole line as a given. You get a lot of C8 right after that. You get the top parts of C7 and C6. And everything solves pretty neatly and cleanly, segment by segment. And segments before the big numbers until you trip the 9-8 pair, of course. Let's see. Well, there you have it. I hope this video helps you. If it did, let me know. And if you still have questions, leave a comment. I'll try and help there. Like if you like, share, subscribe, spread the word. I'm the person doing revised paths instead of doing just first runs where I inadvertently teach you some mistakes. And then I had to unteach them, and that's just no fun for anyone. At least not for me. So there you go. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate you doing that. We'll see you another evening. Thanks. Bye.